My name's Tadashi Okita. I'm an average junior in high school that you would find anywhere. I chose this high school for the sole reason that it was close to my house. And that's why I go here. However, although I chose it for such a mindless reason, I do have some regrets about it. That is, that until 3 years ago, this was an all-girls high school.
Good morning, Madam Miyabi. Yes, good morning.
As usual, Takashiji is popular amongst everybody. I've gotten used to this atmosphere by now, but it still feels heterogeneous.
Hey, we are all classmates after all, so can we please stop calling me Madam? You call everybody else normally by their first name, don't you? But I don't want to, because ever since the acting club was established, you're the legend that plays the majestic male roles, Madam Miyabi. I would also like for you to stop with those over-the-top descriptions, too. Morning, Okita.
Oh, morning. Another rough day, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure none of them have bad intentions, but everyone is so formal that it's exhausting. I always feel the most relaxed when I'm talking to you, Okita.
Is that so? But I also have a hard time relaxing because there aren't any other guys in the class. So it saves me that there's somebody like you who's easy to talk to. Miyabi Takashiji. She's a member of the acting club that's been going for over 50 years. And not just the underclassmen, but her classmates, and even the seniors. Everybody treats her with the utmost respect.
Well, I guess I am your one and only friend after all, Okita.
Yeah, that's true. Perhaps because of her boyish appearance and her kind personality, she and I hit it off pretty well. And we were getting more friendly with one another, but...
Hey, Okita is once again trying to talk to Madam Miyabi.
Shoot! I've been caught.
Okita, get away from Madam Miyabi right now.
Alright. See you later, Takashiji.
Hey, I'm talking to him because I want to be talking to him. He's no match for you, Madam Miyabi. Hey, that's not...
Takashiji, it's fine. And plus, I was just thinking about going to the bathroom anyway.
If you say so, then sure.
If only I could talk to Takashiji more easily. I'm sure it would be fun. Lunch break.
Oh, I knew I would find you here.
Oh, it's you, Takashiji. Were you looking for me?
I guess that you could say I'd feel lucky if I found you. That's about it. Plus, I just came up to the roof because I wanted to calm down.
Oh, really?
More importantly, I am sorry about this morning.
What? About what?
You know, how Sato was being cold and attacking you like that?
Oh, that? It happens all the time, so it's fine. I said it this morning, too. But they don't have any bad intentions. There's no point in getting mad at them either.
That might be true, but...
And plus, I'm just happy to be able to talk to you whenever I can anyway.
Yeah, you're right. Me too.
I'm glad. Well then, we can just keep things as is.
It's not bad, but keeping things exactly like this isn't what I want.
Wait, why is that?
Well, that's... Oh, actually, for our next play in the club, I'm going to be playing a female character.
Because all of the club members are girls, I heard before that you were always playing the male roles. But I guess this can happen too. But what does that have to do with this?
If I spend more time with the guy, then I can practice more for the role of being a girl, right?
What do you mean the role of a girl? But you are a girl. Plus, even if you're not with me, don't you think it'll be a better practice for you to be around the other girls and be naturally girly?
Nobody else treats me like a regular girl, so that doesn't work.
Oh, I guess people do call you handsome all the time.
Exactly. It doesn't make me feel bad, but, you know.
But I think I also interact with you like a guy friend who's easy to talk to. I don't feel like I have been able to treat you much like a girl, though.
That's not quite the case, though. Oh, but if that's what you think, then why don't you become my fake boyfriend?
What? How did that lead to this?
Because that way, I thought maybe you would treat me more like a girl. You wouldn't treat your girlfriend like just another guy friend, right? And plus, the story of the play is a romance story, too.
Well, even if you say that, even if we fake that you and I are dating, There's no reality to that.
Are you saying that it's unbelievable for you to date me?
Well, I mean, yeah, of course. Your face is a little bit boyish, but you have nice structures, and you're beautiful. Me, on the other hand, I just have a regular face that you would find anywhere.
If you pulled yourself together, I do think you're pretty good looking though, Okita.
Thanks. Even if it's just flattery, that makes me happy.
I'm not just flattering you though. So, are you going to be my fake boyfriend for me or not?
Well, I guess it's fine for me.
What? Really?
Yeah. If it's going to be practice for your acting, then there's no reason for me to say no. Plus, even if it's fake, it seems fun to be able to go out with Takashiji.
Thank you. Well then, why don't we go on a date after school today?
What? Already?
Yeah, I don't have rehearsal today, so it's perfect.
Well, I'm not in any clubs anyway, so that's fine, I guess.
Then it's decided. If we go together from school, then it would probably cause a commotion, so can we just meet there?
Sure, that sounds better. I live nearby, so I'll go home and change into casual clothes first.
Yeah, that might be better so we don't stick out. Well then, I'll go in casual clothes too.
What? Do you also live nearby? I feel like most of the kids in this area went to the same middle school as me, though.
I don't, but in the acting clubhouse, I have a few of my personal clothes there that are sometimes used as costumes.
I see.
Yeah. Well then, I'll think about where to go during class, so I'll send you a message later.
Sure. Got it. After that, we attended classes as usual. And by the time I realized, it was already after school. I haven't been to this shopping mall in a while. The last time I was here, I think I went to the movie theater by myself. That's going to make me sad. So I should stop thinking about it.
Okita, sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, I didn't wait at all. Wow.
What? What's with the reaction? Oh, I knew it. The shoes look weird, don't they? I had everything else there, but I didn't have a pair of shoes, so I had to keep my uniform loafers on.
No, that's not what I meant. This is the first time I've seen you outside of the uniform, and I thought you looked pretty.
What? Thank you. But if you're going to say that, then you, Okita, you do look a little lame.
I know it already. You don't have to say it out loud.
Sorry. Well then, I'll help you choose some clothes. I mean, that was my plan from the beginning anyway.
What? Really?
Yeah, remember at lunch break when I told you that if you pulled yourself together, you would be handsome? That's why I thought that I could choose a few things for you and make you handsome.
Wow, well, you do very clearly have better taste than me. But I haven't brought that much money with me, so cheaper things, please.
Got it. Well then, let's go around and look at some stuff. How about this? I think it would look good on you, Okita.
But isn't the color a little flashy? I only have t-shirts in white and black, though.
Isn't that why you look lame?
A good argument.
Am I right? Also, if you just wear something like this over it, I think you would be handsome already. And as for bottoms...
Hey, I can at least choose my own bottoms.
What, are you particular about that?
Yeah, more than pattern or tight ones. I prefer the simple boxer type.
Hey, I wasn't talking about those bottoms. I was talking about jeans or chinos, those types.
Oh, my bad. Those.
Obviously, there's no way I would suddenly talk about something like that. But I didn't know that you were the boxer type, Okita.
You really don't need to be interested about that. Soon after, I went into the dressing room, and I bought a t-shirt and a shirt to wear over it. I think this is the first time that I've bought something and just worn it home straight away.
Yeah, but I think you look a lot more handsome this way.
Well, that's true. I really wanted to buy jeans too, but I didn't have enough money this time.
Yeah, we can get those next time though. At least your pants aren't that lame, so...
Sure.
Well then, I'm going to fix your hair too, so stay still.
What? But I haven't bought any hair wax or anything.
Don't worry, I also brought that from the clubhouse.
Now that I think about it, you're having your way as you please with me, Takashiji. After that, I let Takashiji have her way, and she did my hair for me. Whoa, this is amazing!
Yeah, looks good, right?
Yeah, it feels weird to say it myself, but I guess I do look pretty handsome.
I know, right? I think you should have more confidence in yourself.
Yeah, thank you. With this, I'm not going to be so embarrassed walking next to you.
I don't think it was embarrassing to begin with, but I guess we look even more like a couple now.
Yeah, even though I'm a fake boyfriend.
You don't need to call it fake or whatever right now. Especially when it was feeling like a real date.
Oh, my bad. But I guess even we can go on a pretty normal date together.
Yeah, I guess so.
Since we're here already, should we do something that's even more date-like?
What do you mean something more date-like?
Well, when you ask me, I don't actually know. This is my first time going on a date, so, yeah.
Oh, really? It's also my first time, so I don't really know what to do either.
What? Really? I've heard stories about some of the girls in the class going on dates with you, though.
Between girls, even if there's no romantic feelings, we call going out together as girls dates, too.
What? I didn't know that's how it worked.
That's right. Anyway, what should we do now?
Well, do you mind if we go to the bookstore? There's a manga that I want.
Good idea. You can tell me what the good mangas are.
From there, we went to the bookstore. And after we bought a few mangas, we decided to relax at a cafe. This tastes good. Do you want a bite?
Sure, thanks. Well, then give it to me.
You can take as much as you want by yourself?
You're going to do something date-like, right? Tell me to say ah and feed it to me.
No, wait. That's definitely a little bit too embarrassing.
What? But you said it yourself that you would help me.
Alright, fine.
Delicious.
Was that helpful to you?
Yeah, sure was. Super helpful.
I feel like this isn't acting practice anymore, and that she's just teasing me.
Oh, next Saturday we have a performance by the acting club, so please come, okay? I'll show you the results of this.
Alright, sure. I'm looking forward to it. The next day...
Yesterday was really fun. We should go on another date again.
Yeah, I had a great time too. Let's do it again.
Well then, let's choose the next place we go to together. Hey, you're talking to Madame Miyabi again. Get out of the way!
Not again. I could just back down like I used to. But if I do that, then it won't be good practice for Takashiji. I don't want to. Can't you see I'm having a conversation with Takashiji?
Excuse me? You're no match for Madame Miyabi, though.
That might be true, but we're dating. So please, don't get in the way anymore.
What? No way. That's a lie, right, Madame Miyabi? It's true. Anyway, I just want you to leave the two of us alone. No way!
Takashiji, it looks like it's gonna turn into a commotion. So let's go upstairs.
Sure.
The two of us ran up to the rooftop, where we would always meet. I'm sorry.
What? Why are you apologizing?
I didn't think that you would be able to continue your practice in that situation, so I talked back to her. But it was a huge mistake to say that we were dating.
But I didn't hate it, though.
What? Really? But once your play is over, this relationship is also going to be over. And doesn't that mean unnecessary rumors are going to go around?
It's fine. Plus, you were almost like the hero of a romance manga, and it was a little bit hot.
What? Do you really think so? Thanks.
Yeah, and this time I'm going to show you a cute side of me, so I hope you watch me closely on Saturday.
Sure, you got it. I don't need to see it in the acting. I saw plenty of cuteness from her when we were on the date, though. As expected, the rumors that we were dating flew around the school, but we both tried not to let it bother us. And before I knew it, Saturday arrived.
Sebastian, I can't believe that you're going to be leaving me. Without you, there's no reason for me to live anymore.
Takashi really is good at acting, isn't she? Wow. She drank the poison herself and collapsed. And that must be the end of the story. That was pretty interesting. It's true that she was playing a female role, but this play was set in the Middle Ages. I wonder if there was any point of that date, or for me to be a fake boyfriend. Well, I guess I can ask her later. I was thinking about asking her right after the play was over. But after the show, Takashiji was surrounded by her fans, and she looked busy. So I decided to just send her my thoughts in a message. And then, when I went to the school on Monday, everybody was still talking about Takashiji in the female role.
Madam Miyabi, I saw the play. You were so cute in the female role. I loved it too. Yes, thank you.
You seem really busy. How are you?
Yeah. More importantly, why did you leave early on Saturday?
Well, you were surrounded, and you seemed pretty busy, so I left.
That might be true, but... Okita, do you have a minute?
Like I said before, can't you see that I'm talking to Takashiji? Wait, you want me?
Yes, as it turns out, it seems that I was in the wrong, so...
Huh? What were you wrong about?
You saw Madam Miyabi's play too, didn't you? She seemed like she felt a lot more alive than she does in the male roles.
Oh, is that so? Well, Takashiji is a girl after all, so that's obvious.
I guess so. As her boyfriend, you must be pulling out the girly side of Madam Miyabi for her. Hey, Sato? I hate to say it, but you were the one that pulled out the true beauty within Madam Miyabi's feminine side. I have no choice but to approve of your relationship with Madam Miyabi. The other fans as well. I'm sure they would approve if it's you.
Sure. Thanks. So what do we do from now on? For whatever reason, it looks like I've been approved of. But what's going to happen now if we reveal that I was just a fake boyfriend?
Hey, then maybe we don't need to reveal that?
What? What do you mean?
I'm saying that we could date for real.
What? But don't you think it's not good to date under such loose feelings? That would make me really happy, but I'd feel bad for you to have to date someone like me just to hide a lie.
Do you still not get it?
What?
This fake boyfriend and saying it was all for the play, it was all a lie. All it was that I like spending time with you and I like you, Okita. I've always liked you.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Even Sato noticed the change in me. Why haven't you noticed?
Sorry. That's true. I must be really clueless. Even if it might not be possible for me to tell just by her expression, like Sato could, the contents of the play had nothing to do with this relationship. And maybe I should have realized it when I saw the play. But then, why didn't you just tell me how you felt normally?
Because that's embarrassing.
You really are so cute, Takashiji.
Are you making fun of me?
No, that's how I really feel. I like you too, Takashiji. If you don't mind that it's me, please go out with me. For real.
Yeah, thank you. Looking forward to being your real girlfriend. But everybody around us will be confused, so let's just tell them that we started dating a while ago.
Yeah. Today can just be a secret between the two of us. After that, we became the talk of the school, with everybody calling us the dream couple. But the anniversary of our relationship is our own little secret.
Good morning, Arissa.
Good morning, Nissan. Oh,
You look super sleep.
no, I am not. You're probably imagining things.
Your breakfast is ready. Why don't you go and brush your teeth?
You don't have to remind me. I can remember to brush my teeth on my own whenever I want to.
I'm sorry. I, Ayato Katsuragi, have a very adorable little sister. Well, I say little sister, but we're not actually related by blood. My mother got remarried when I was a 6th grader, and Arissa was my stepfather's daughter who was a year younger than me. She was a shy girl at first and was reserved with me too. She even called me Ayato-san, but after one incident, she started opening her heart up to me, her stepbrother.
Hayato-san, can I call you Nissan from now on?
Yeah, of course. I was so happy when she asked me that for the first time. For someone who has always grown up with just his mother, my new father, and Arisa, even if they weren't related to me by blood, we're a very important family.
Thank you for the food. I'm going to head out first then.
Oh, you're early today too, aren't you, Arisa?
Unlike you, Nissan, I'm not dumb enough to run to school barely on time.
Ugh, you're so harsh.
At least don't be late, okay? If you're late, I'm embarrassed as your younger sister.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Arisa was attached to me before, but ever since she became a middle schooler, she started distancing herself from me. She'll react harshly whenever I say something and go back to her room whenever I was in the living room. We rarely get to have deep communications anymore. Maybe this just means she grew up and doesn't need her brother anymore. I guess this couldn't be helped because of her age, but I was a little sad. I just wanted to be close to Arisa like we were before, but...
After leaving the house, I, Arisa Katsuragi, spent some time on the platform of the train station. I let a couple of trains go by, and the express train that would get me to go to school barely on time finally arrived. Isan should be here soon. I'm going to hide myself in the crowd. Same time as usual. Gosh, I've told him so many times that he should stop being so last minute, but... he's hopeless. Every morning I watched Nissan, so I could know which train and which train car he would go into. It's not like I'm stalking him. But if you ask me for evidence to prove that I'm not a stalker, I'd be a little in trouble. Nissan is listening to music again today. It's Wednesday, so it's probably the usual playlist. I guess I'll listen to the same one. The reason I leave the house at a different time than Nissan is so that I can watch him without having him notice. Just like humans shouldn't have their presence known when observing animals. I can't have him know that I'm watching him in order to watch his true self. I love my stepbrother, but I don't want to cause trouble to my parents, so I kept these feelings to myself and pushed them aside. The reason I'm purposely distancing myself from my brother is because I'm scared that I'll accidentally confess my feelings if I stay too close to him. Gosh, Nissan's room. No matter how many times I smell it, it smells wonderful. If I bottle this scent up in a jar, it'll probably sell. Things like this are perks of living in the same house as the person you like. He hasn't worn this shirt in a while, so it'll be a waste for him to throw it away. I'll hold on to it before he does that. We have to preserve precious artifacts after all. In exchange for bottling up my feelings, I did things like this. This should be forgivable, I think. Until one day, I saw something unforgivable.
Oh, I think this book might be better.
I see. You might be right. I saw my brother going to the bookstore with one of his female classmates. Thank you so much for today, Katsuragi-kun.
Not at all. You're very welcome. Just depend on me whenever you need me.
If you say that, I'm going to depend on you for everything.
Go easy on me.
Oh no, the thing that I've always feared is finally happening. That's true. Isan is nice to everyone and gets super good grades. It's no surprise that there'd be a girl he has his eyes on. How upsetting. I was always the one who was closest to him. I couldn't bear to stay there, and I had to run away from the scene, even if the place I go back to is the same home as him.
That day after getting out of the bath, my little sister was staring at her phone. Hey, if you don't hurry up, the bath is gonna get cold.
You're so annoying. I'll take one later.
Make sure you're not up too late.
Yes, I know.
When I came back a little while later, my sister had fallen asleep on the sofa. Gosh, didn't I tell you so? I felt bad about waking her up because she was sleeping so comfortably. When I got closer to put a blanket on her, I saw something shining on the ground. Huh? Her phone, still on, was on the ground next to the sofa. She probably fell asleep while using her phone and dropped it on the floor. When I unconsciously picked it up, I couldn't help but see what was on her screen. I'm her family member, but I still shouldn't look. On her screen, her search history showed strange words along the lines of stepbrother, romance, stepbrother, marriage, living together, brother, marriage, fait accompli. Hey, what does this mean? Hold on, I can understand what's going on once I calm down. The owner of this phone has feelings for her older brother and wants to marry him if possible. If all else fails, she was even willing to fait accompli a marriage. The problem was, the owner of this cell phone is my stepsister. My cold and friendly little sister was searching things like this? Oh, Arisa, morning.
Good morning, Nissan. Wait, isn't it still nighttime? Seems like I've fallen asleep. Huh? Where's my phone? Huh? What? The phone! It's mine!
It is, right? I knew it.
Knew what? Don't tell me. Did you look through my phone?
Oh, I just glanced at your search history. I'm sorry.
He saw my phone. My search history that exposes all my desires.
So you were aware that it exposed all your desires?
Everything is over now. I can't show my face to the world anymore. So I'm gonna kick myself out of this home.
Hold on, wait, don't say that! You're not a member of the royal family from the Heian period.
Life comes and goes.
I somehow calmed Arisa down, and we were now sitting down with her in her room to talk. Did you calm down now, Arisa?
I'm sorry. I got a little ahead of myself.
I don't think saying that you're gonna kick yourself out of the house, becoming exiled, or board an Antarctic research ship can be considered a little ahead of yourself, but, well, I guess I'll just pretend that I didn't hear that. I'm sorry about earlier.
Huh? About what?
You know, because I looked at your phone, I felt bad.
That wasn't your fault, though. You're too nice, Nissan. And it's because you're nice like that. That's why I can't give up on you, Nissan.
Can you tell me about it? You can take your time.
Okay.
After that, Arisa slowly told me about what happened today. The fact that she saw me go into the bookstore and cafe with one of my female classmates. The fact that she panicked after thinking that I started dating her. The fact that the panicking caused her to search things online. Thank you for telling me, Arisa.
I'm sorry. I know it's childish.
No, it's not. Also, it's a misunderstanding. I'm not dating her.
What? You're not?
Nope, she's in the same class as me, and her name is Kato-san.
I know that. Risa Kato. Her birthday is June 17th. Her blood type is O. She used to be part of the tennis team, but quit in July. She lives about 2 train stations away from school, and...
Stop! How do you know so much personal information about Kato-san?
I was just curious about what kind of girl you were dating, so I did a little digging. Besides, I already know a good bit about the people you associate yourself with.
It's a little scary that you know so much more than me, her classmate. Either way, I'm not dating Kato-san. She mentioned that she was looking for reference books for her college entrance exams, so I was teaching her which ones would be most suitable for her level or the ones closest to the actual exams.
Oh, that's what that was about. I'm sure you probably noticed already, but I have feelings for you, Nissan.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to cause trouble for Mom and Dad, because even if we're step-siblings, we're still technically siblings.
Does that mean you bottled up your feelings?
Yes, but I guess you found out anyway.
Honestly, there's a big part of me that's still confused, but my first reaction is probably that I'm happy.
Huh? You're happy?
Yeah, I'm relieved knowing that you don't hate me. Plus, I don't think there's any guy that wouldn't be happy to have you like him.
Do you think so? Nissan, I want to ask, will you be in a relationship with me?
Of course, I like that too, if you're okay with it.
Really?
I won't lie to you, Arisa.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, I'm happy knowing how you feel too. Just like that, our relationship changed from one of step-siblings to a couple. After we started dating, we quickly decided to go on a date the next weekend.
This is so fun, isn't it, Nissan?
We just left the house.
My heart is already so full from just that. And this is super fun. So fun that I'm getting scared for the rest of the date. What about you, Nissan?
I'm having fun too. I should have been used to seeing Arisa's face, but my heart couldn't help but skip a beat after seeing that smile of hers.
Ugh.
Whoa, Arisa!
I decided to be a little daring.
I feel like this is pretty embarrassing.
We're a couple, so this is normal.
Wow, there's a lot of people today.
That's true, but today, just look at me and only me.
What?
I'm saying that you shouldn't look at other girls.
Of course I won't, Arisa.
You say things that make me very happy.
By the way, Arisa, you're still gonna call me Nissan even after we started dating?
That's true. I think it's because I've already gotten used to calling you that. Also, doesn't it feel special because I'm the only one who can call you that?
Special, huh?
Yes. Even if a super attractive woman appears in your life in the future, I'm the only one that's going to call you Nissan.
I see, that might be true.
I'm probably going to be your only little sister too, so please let me call you Nissan for a while.
Got it, Arissa. We talked about random unimportant things inside the house too, as if we were filling in for lost time. Arissa,
What is it?
don't you think you're a little too close? Maybe you should scoot away a little.
I'm sorry, but I'm currently recharging with vitamin Nissan.
What even is that?
It's a special substance I can contain only from your smell, body heat, and voice.
I didn't know something like that existed.
Do you know how hard I had it until now? I had to sneak into your room and take deep breaths, feel your leftover warmth after you got up from the sofa, or purposely take baths after you.
Stop! I feel like I shouldn't hear anymore. It seems like Arissa's love for me was a lot more intense than I thought.
It's going to be a huge problem if I don't get enough vitamin Nissan, okay? In order for me to get my nutrients, please pat my head.
Okay. I realized that Arissa hadn't changed because she still got lonely and wanted to be spoiled. This relationship was very comfortable for me too.
When I was a 5th grader, my father got remarried. Nissan was the son of my new mother.
Nice to meet you, Arissa. I'm gonna be your big brother from now on.
I was a scaredy cat and a shy girl, but Ayato tried many times to get me to be more comfortable. But as a young girl who was confused with the change in her environment, I had a hard time grabbing onto his outreached hand. I wasn't a big fan of socializing either, so at the time I was being bullied at the new school I transferred to, even on that day in the classroom. Hey, why don't you say something, huh? Well, I don't understand what you're saying. I couldn't find any words to say back to her and became quiet. It was at that moment.
Hey, stop that!
Who are you?
I'm Arissa's older brother.
Ayato-san.
Listen up, everyone. If you make my little sister cry, I won't forgive you!
It's not like Nissan was strong in fights either, but he stood up for me in front of a big crowd. Thank you so much.
You don't need to thank me. I'm your older brother, Arissa.
Can I call you Nissan from now on, Ayato-san?
Yeah, of course you can.
Everything that happened then is a precious memory for me now. I became a middle schooler after that, and before I knew it, I discovered that my feelings for my brother were love. I love Nissan. But Nissan and I were technically siblings. If people found out that I had feelings for Nissan, it might cause trouble for Mom and Dad too. It might even ruin their marriage. I had to prevent that from ever happening. That's what I thought, but Nissan had opened my closed heart once more. He has always been and still is my hero and prince. I was hoping that peaceful and blissful days like these would last forever, when one day... Hey, Katsuragi-san, there's something I need to talk to you about. With me? Didn't I say so? Hurry up and come here. Sasaki-kun asked you to be his girlfriend a little while ago, didn't he? Sasaki-kun? Stop acting clueless! We're in the class next door and we know. I finally remembered that a boy had confessed his feelings for me a month ago. The truth was, I immediately turned him down and ran away from the scene, so I didn't remember his name.
Maki liked Sasaki-kun, you know.
What does that have to do with me?
I don't like your attitude. Are you making fun of Maki just because you have somewhat of a pretty face or something?
The part of me that doesn't like socializing hasn't changed from when I was a child. I never knew what I was supposed to say in situations like these. In the end, I became quiet after having nothing to say. You say that there's someone you like, but there's no one who's more good-looking than Sasaki at our school. You're just being cocky now, aren't you? Those aren't my intentions.
Apologize to Maki.
Exactly. Why don't you say something?
What are you guys doing?
What?
I can't just ignore all of you guys ganging up on one girl.
Look, this has nothing to do with you, Senpai. We have business with this girl and her only.
You were talking about the guy Arissa likes earlier, but...
What?
Arissa is my, girlfriend. So if you have complaints, you should say them to me. The reason Arisa didn't accept to be the guy's girlfriend is because she likes me.
What the hell is that?
Damn it, let's go.
Arisa, are you okay?
Yes, how did you know I was here, Ayato?
I coincidentally saw you go into an empty hallway, so I got curious. I'm glad I decided to follow you just in case.
Nissan, I actually love you, Nissan.
I do too, Arisa.
You don't understand how much I love you, Nissan. My love is probably a lot deeper than you're imagining.
That makes me happy to hear.
Thank you so much, Nissan.
After that, we decided to tell our parents that we were in a relationship. We knew that we couldn't hide it forever. Our parents strangely congratulated us and claimed that they would support our relationship. Maybe they saw through everything from the beginning. Yes? Well, what?
Nissan, I'm here to surprise you.
I was living on my own after starting college, and Arisa often came to my room. Once she gets accepted into college, she's planning to live here too. We might not be far off from a day that Arisa and I become a family, not in the form of siblings.
My name is Kota Hazuki. I'm in my 5th year of work, and I'm a system engineer. Today is the first day of work for the new hires. The office is surrounded by a happy, welcoming mood.
I have the pleasure of working with you all starting from today. My name is Sayuri Yukimori. I'm going to work very hard so that I can become a proud employee and useful to this company. I look forward to working with you all.
Whoa, she's so beautiful. I want to be in charge of training that girl.
Oh, there you are. Mr. Hazuki, long time no see.
What? How do you know my name? Hey, Hazuki! You know Miss Yukimori already? No, I'm pretty sure this is our first time meeting.
You don't need to be so shy. There's no way that you would forget your ex-girlfriend's face now, is there?
Ex-girlfriend? What? Is that true? No, I really have no recollection of this.
Did you really forget about me?
How dare you make Miss Yukimori cry? What? I really have no idea what she's talking about. What is this girl even saying? If you know each other already, then this is perfect. It's been decided that you'll be in charge of training Miss Yukimori, Hazuki. What?
Mr. Hazuki, I look forward to working with you starting today.
Yes, me too. And so, while being showered by looks of jealousy from the other male employees, I was put in charge of training my self-proclaimed ex-girlfriend new hire. For the first half of the day, I had her learn the easy part of the work. During that time, everything went smoothly, and she was taking her training very seriously. She seemed like a fast learner, and she had the foundations of programming down as well. The thing that bothered me the most was her declaration of being my ex-girlfriend. It's finally lunch break.
Great work, Hazuki. Looks like a tough job being in charge of training.
Her name was Honami Inoue. Ever since we joined the company at the same time, she's been a colleague I get along well with. And to this day, we sometimes go out to eat together. That's how friendly we are. There's no problem with her work ethic, and it's good to see that she's passionate about her work, but...
Oh, that declaration about being your ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, I seriously have no memory.
But it also didn't look like Miss Yukimori was lying, though.
That's the thing.
Maybe you just forgot about the existence of your ex-girlfriend. How awful.
Obviously, there's no way.
I know. You've always been honest and serious about everything. Well then, I wonder why she said such a thing. She even knew your name, didn't she?
That reminds me. Wait a minute. Maybe it's not our first time meeting.
Mr. Hazuki, would you like to have lunch together? I would like to become closer with you, Mr. Hazuki. Oh my. Well then, perhaps I should disappear so that I'm not in the way.
Ah, hey.
Who was that very cute person?
Honami Inoue. We started at the same time.
Interesting. It seems you two are quite close.
Is it just me, or are your eyes quite scary?
Well, we can set Miss Inoue aside for now. How about lunch?
Sure, we can eat together.
Really? Thank you so much. I really want to go and see the cafeteria.
Sure, I'll show you where it is. because I also wanted to know where her declaration of being my ex-girlfriend came from. And so, we moved locations to the employee cafeteria.
Wow, these udon noodles look delicious. I'm hungry.
Hey, Miss Yukimori, there's something I need to talk to you about. This morning, you said that you were my ex-girlfriend, right? I really don't have any memory of this.
What? Even though you were the one that hit on me first?
I was the one that asked you out?
You don't remember?
I'm sorry, about what year were we dating?
Back when I was a high school student.
That would mean around the time I was in college. How long did we date for?
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes? That's so short!
Why are you so shocked? You're the one that dumped me.
So you're telling me that 5 minutes after I asked you out, I was the one that dumped you? If that's the truth, then that makes me the worst kind of guy.
No, you are a wonderful person, Mr. Hazuki, because you saved me after all.
I saved you?
Yes, it all happened on that day when I had gone to the beach with my friend. I was on the beach when I got separated from my friends. When I was looking for my friends alone, these two guys that were really big and muscular started to hit on me. And I was so scared that I couldn't raise my voice. At that moment, you appeared, Mr. Hazuki, and you called out to me. "What do you want from my girlfriend?" you said. After that, the two guys started apologizing, and then they disappeared.
Now I remember. So you're the girl from that day. I remember. She seemed really scared, and I couldn't just walk by, so I think I called out to her. If I called her my girlfriend, I thought the guys would give up too. So that must be why I said such a lie.
So you finally remember now? You asking me out?
What? Ask you out?
Calling a girl that you met for the first time my girlfriend, that meant because you're already my girlfriend now, right? You made my heart race at such a forward way of asking that, without thinking, I was nodding my head yes, and by the time I realized, I had already fallen in love.
Stop right there! What kind of interpretation is that? Turning into me asking you out? That was just a lie! To get rid of those guys that were hitting on you!
Again with the good jokes, but your face was so serious.
If I didn't make a serious face, then it wouldn't have worked on those guys.
No way. Well, then, was it all just an act? I thought it was strange, because immediately after I was reunited with my friends at the beach house, you said, "All right then, why don't we part ways around here?" And you dumped me straight away.
That part ways was not in a relationship sense. It was more of a simple goodbye. I see. I felt like I understood Miss Yukimori a little better. Normally she's put together. But when it comes to relationships, she's the type of girl that gets way too carried away.
You'll take responsibility for it, won't you?
Responsibility?
When you helped me that day when I was in trouble, I saw how kind you are, and I really fell in love with you. When I was job searching, I saw you by coincidence at a job fair to introduce your company. So I had decided that I would join this company and tell you how I feel, but at this rate, it's too much.
I see. So that's why you knew my name already. Miss Yukimori, I'm sorry for causing any misunderstanding. I didn't mean any harm. But the fact is that I messed around with your heart. And that was a terrible thing to do. But we don't know anything about each other at all. So I can't date you.
But why can't we start dating and then get to know each other?
But that's not right. If, after all, I wasn't able to fall for you, then it would mean I hurt you again. And I don't want to do something like that.
Mr. Hazuki, you really are so kind. I understand. I think your opinion is correct.
Phew. I'm glad you understand.
So what you mean is that you want to start dating once we get to know each other better, so you want to take time to develop our love. That's what you're saying, right?
I feel like that's not quite right. When you say it like that, it almost sounds like it's already decided that we're going to date.
Well then, I look forward to getting to know you even better from now on, if you'll excuse me.
Wait, you're misunderstanding again. She's already gone. This isn't good. Miss Yukimori had gotten way too carried away already. What's going to happen from now? In the same way as the morning, Miss Yukimori took her training seriously in the afternoon, and was learning quickly.
Mr. Hazuki, I have a question regarding this code right here.
Oh, for this one here? Based on the way she was diving into the work, I could tell that she wanted to learn the job as quickly as possible, so that she could hold her own. She really was normal. In everything besides love. Phew. I guess I can finish the basic design tomorrow.
Great work, Koda. How's it going with Miss Yukimori?
She takes her work seriously, and she's a good girl. Although, she seems a little bit obsessive.
What do you mean, obsessive? Stairs?
Miss Yukimori? Is something the matter?
You two are very close, aren't you?
Well, Honami and I are colleagues after all.
Are you two dating? No way, no way. We're just work friends and drinking buddies. Well, he is a good guy, though, to be fair. He's thoughtful and he always follows through at work, too.
You just make too many mistakes. How many times do I have to tell you to read the specification documents?
It's your cute colleague's mistake, right? Let it go.
Why should I let it go, you idiot?
Well, then, I'm going to leave first. Great job today, both of you.
See you.
You two really are very close.
Like I said, it's just because we joined at the same time.
It's not rare for the friendship of colleagues to turn into a romantic relationship. At this rate, Mr. Hazuki might get stolen from me by Miss Inoue.
What are you muttering under your breath?
Mr. Hazuki, let's get to know each other as quickly as possible.
What? Where did that come from?
Nothing, please don't worry about it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Sure. See you. I felt like something was off about her, but maybe I'm just overthinking it? And then, the incident occurred a few weeks later on the weekend. That was the doorbell. Who could it be? Yes, coming. What?
Hello, Mr. Hazuki?
Miss Yukimori? It's a day off of work. What's the matter?
Isn't it obvious? I wanted to get closer to you, Mr. Hazuki, so I moved into apartment number 203, just next door.
What?
And now we can just as easily see each other whenever we want.
That's true, but wait. I'm amazed that you managed to find my address.
Yes, I asked our manager and he told me.
What's going on with our company and private information?
By the way, have you had dinner yet?
What? No, not yet, but...
I'm so glad. Well then, pardon me?
As she said that, Miss Yukimori welcomed herself into my room.
La la la.
My beautiful junior colleague was wearing an apron and cooking inside of my apartment, but what is this situation?
There, it's all done.
Thank you.
I made a potato and meat stew. I really hope that you like it.
This looks so delicious. I can't wait to try. Whoa, delicious! Miss Yukimori, you're so good at cooking.
Do you really think so? I really wanted to feed it to you someday, so I practiced a lot. I'm so happy that you like it.
Miss Yukimori. It was the first time I was seeing this childish smile. Her straightforward thoughts and her brave hard work. There are parts of her that get a little too carried away. But I guess there are parts of her that are cute too. Yeah, this miso soup is delicious too.
You eat so much, Mr. Hazuki.
Because it's delicious.
I got to see this unexpected side of you, and I'm happy.
I feel the same way.
What? Did you say something?
No, nothing. I was just really touched by the cooking.
Really? If it would be all right with you, Mr. Hazuki, I was hoping that maybe we could eat dinner together from now on, too.
Are you sure? If anything, I should be the one asking you.
Mr. Hazuki, thank you so much. Well then, I am going to roll up my sleeves again tomorrow so that I can cook another delicious meal for you.
Yeah, looking forward to it. A lot happened until now, but just like that, we became friendly next-door neighbors. Even though we got closer, at the workplace, Miss Yukimori didn't talk to me any more than was necessary, and she was taking her work seriously. The fact that she was able to separate her professional and personal lives left an extremely good impression on me. At first, I thought she was just an obsessive girl, but the more I got to know her, the more I saw what a lovely woman she was. And this is why it's so important to get to know each other properly. Well, The only thing that did bother me was that whenever Honami and I were speaking, I could see her in the corner of my eye, puffing her cheeks and glaring at us. Days like this continued, when one day, as usual, Miss Yukimori had come into my apartment.
Mr. Hazuki, do you mind if I do your laundry?
No, I can't ask you to do that much.
Please, it's fine. It makes me happy when I can be of use to you. You know the reason why I work hard at my job, too, is because I want you to compliment me.
What? Really?
Oh, you hadn't noticed? You're so clueless, aren't you?
Sorry.
From now on, I would be happy if you complimented me more.
Ah, that sweet face with those puppy eyes. It's way too cute. Sure. I hope you keep working hard then.
Yes. This is a little embarrassing, isn't it?
A cold? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Well then, I'm going to go do your laundry.
You shouldn't. Please, don't push yourself.
But...
If you were to get sick with a cold, I would be sad.
What? What did you say?
Anyway, will you please just go home and rest today?
Yes. When I feel better, I'll come back over. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, take care. That was dangerous. If I say it like that, she might misunderstand and think that I like her. No. Maybe I'm the one that's misunderstanding. I think this means that I already miss Yukimori. The day after that, as soon as I got to the office, I felt something was off.
Morning, Koda.
Morning? Miss Yukimori? Is she still not in the office yet?
What is this? Are you concerned about your ex-girlfriend?
No, that's not it.
Why are you panicking now? That's very suspicious.
It's because you're teasing me. So, do you know what happened?
Yeah, apparently she has a fever and she's stuck in bed.
What?
Our boss said that she sounded like she was really struggling on the other end of the phone.
Seriously? That reminds me. She was coughing yesterday, wasn't she? I'm worried.
Interesting. You like Miss Yukimori, don't you?
Hey, what do you say? Well, yeah, but...
Oh, that was sincere. That honest and straightforward part of you, that's one of your best virtues, Kota.
I told you to stop teasing me.
I'm not. I'm actually complimenting you. Well then, because you're so honest, let me tell you something good. Here it is. You are going to take a half day off, and then you're going to go take care of Miss Yukimori in the afternoon. You're worried, aren't you? I can handle everything here, so it's fine. You should go.
All right. Thanks, Honami.
We can call it even with a barbecue dinner.
You had this all planned already, huh?
What? Mr. Hazuki?
Yo, I had to come.
What do you mean? But what about your work at the office?
I took a half day off, so I'm not working this afternoon. Here, take this. Inside, there are some drinks and fever patches. And also, there's some packaged food in there.
Thank you. No, but wait, why would you take a half day off just for me?
You mean, why wouldn't I?
What?
When I heard that you had a fever, I got really worried and I couldn't help it. It's because it's you, Miss Yukimori. That's why I feel like this, I think. So it's not, why would I?
Mr. Hazuki, that makes me happy.
By the way, how are you feeling?
When I first woke up, it was pretty rough, but I feel much better now.
I'm glad. But you really need to take it easy, okay? If it's all right with you, then I'll take care of you, Ms. Yukimori.
Are you sure?
Leave it to me. Just like at work, you can rely on me.
Haha. Well then, if you insist.
And so, I ended up nursing Miss Yukimori through her cold. I placed a fever patch on her forehead, prepared warm towels and a change of clothes for her, and I tried to do whatever I could within my power to help her. And then, when I made her a rice porridge, she really let her guard down with me.
Mr. Hazuki, I want you to feed me.
You can eat it yourself though, can't you?
No, I can't. I'm so hungry that I think I might collapse.
You don't have to be so dramatic. Alright, fine. Here, say ah.
I'm 100 times better now.
I was a little embarrassed, but I was just happy to see Miss Yukimori smile. She had a good appetite, so I'm sure she would get better soon. And so, the next day, Miss Yukimori was feeling better, so she came to work. Even though she was just sick, she was still putting her all into her work. Even though I told her not to push herself too much, she would just say, "I'm fine," and go right back to work. That reminds me. Didn't she say she was working hard because she wanted me to compliment her? Miss Yukimori?
What is it?
You're always working really hard, and I'm proud of you.
Mr. Hazuki, thank you so much. I'm going to keep working even harder.
Like I said, don't push yourself too much, okay? After I got home, back to usual, Miss Yukimori was over at my place.
I'm going to make dinner now. I was thinking some meatloaf for tonight.
Miss Yukimori, do you have a minute?
Yes? What is it?
Ever since you moved next door, and we got to know each other, I'm starting to understand all kinds of things about you. You put your all into your work, you're straightforward and brave, yet also domestic. You present yourself as a beautiful woman, but there are mischievous sides of you. And you're really cute. When it comes to relationships, you can get carried away and run a little wild, but I can see clearly that you are a really wonderful woman.
What? Where is this coming from? What's happening?
When I first heard that you were sick in bed with a fever, I got super worried, and I thought that I wanted to see you straight away. And that was when I realized that I like you, Miss Yukimori. I've fallen for you. So, Miss Yukimori, will you please go out with me and be my girlfriend?
Mr. Hazuki, I'm so happy. Yes, please be my boyfriend. Well then, we should just live in the same apartment now, shouldn't we? When should we get married? And how many kids do you want to have?
Like I said, maybe we shouldn't get too carried away.
Also, if you ever cheat, I'll never ever forgive you. You know that, right?
I won't. Of course, I would never. Miss Yukimori is a little strange after all. But the fact that I find those parts of her cute is perhaps an infatuation.
Would it be okay if I stay over at your place tonight?
That was a little fast, wasn't it? I take back what I just said. If she comes on too strong, it is a little bit troublesome.
Hey, it's okay, right? Or is it not?
All right, fine.
Yay!
Miss Yukimori, who's one-track minded and continued to think about me for all these years. From now on, I want to live happily ever after with her. That's how I felt.
My name is Hideyuko Anjo. I'm a normal second-year student in high school who doesn't stand out much. Despite being a very plain and boring guy, I had a huge problem.
Ugh.
What do I do? What am I supposed to talk about with her? Ayasaki Anjo is a stepsister I got after my parents remarried. She's a first-year high school student and goes to a different rich princess school than I do. According to rumors, she was extremely popular at her school. I'm under the same roof as someone completely out of my league. But we're family now. I can't get carried away. Now that we're siblings, I'm gonna be an older brother that she can depend on. I was motivated, but ever since we became a family, she's been extremely cold and unfriendly to me. I met her a couple of times before Dad got married, but I feel like she was friendlier back then. I'm not sure why, but it seemed like my stepsister disliked me. I guess it makes sense. You can't just ask a girl to think of some random guy as her family member right away. I'm sure there are a lot of things to be confused about after suddenly becoming a family. I don't want to do anything to rush you either. You can take things slowly, at your own pace, Chisaki-chan.
Chisaki?
Huh?
You called me by my name.
Oh, sorry that I was being so casual. Even if we're a family, we're not that close yet. I guess I can't just call her by her name. But then, what else am I supposed to call her? It doesn't seem like she's gonna continue the conversation either. I never knew that becoming a family with a stranger would be this difficult. In the end, I was barely able to talk to Chisaki-chan yesterday. In fact, she became even more cold because I said unnecessary things.
Hey, Hideyuki. Why do you look so depressed this early in the morning?
Yuri. This overly energetic girl is named Yuri Fukugawa, and we've known each other for a long time. We also have a strange relationship.
Come on, then. Ask for some advice from your older sister.
We're the same age. Nothing good is gonna come from asking you for advice, so I'll pass.
Gosh, are you sure that you should be saying that? I'm promised to you for marriage, you know. You should treat me better, don't you think?
Our parents decided that without our permission.
Well, yeah, but...
Yuri and I were promised to each other for marriage as decided by our parents. It's weird to have arranged marriages nowadays, but when we were in elementary school, people would treat us as a married couple and made a lot of fun of us. Besides, you didn't care about the arranged marriage or anything, do you?
How'd you know? Either way, it's true that I think of you as my close friend, Hideyuki.
Thanks for that.
We've been friends for a long time, so I already know that you're upset about your little sister too.
No, that's not it.
You should just be honest and depend on me, you know. I'm also a girl, so there's lots of advice that I can give you.
Fine, please help me.
You should have just been honest in the beginning. Okay then, I'll go to your house after school. Let's practice there.
Practice?
It's fine, don't worry about it. It'll be a surprise for her.
Surprise? Besides, Yuri and Chisaki-chan have different personalities. They're the complete opposite of each other. But it's true that Yuri has helped me out a couple of times. I can't just decline her help this time either. This is all for Chisaki-chan. I'm gonna do my best.
I think it's been a while since I came to your place.
That reminds me, you haven't come over to my house since we became high schoolers. Chisaki-chan's home right now, though.
I see. I'm gonna say hi.
She's a little shy, so don't be too pushy, okay?
Hey, you're Chisaki-chan, correct?
She's so close to her.
My name is Yuri Ukagawa. I'm technically promised to be this guy's wife in the future.
I know that.
Oh, I see. That makes things easier then. Nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Is Chisaki-chan a little angry?
All right, Chisaki-chan. I'm gonna borrow your new brother.
Hey, come on.
Take your time. It's none of my business anyway. Oh,
Hold up. Are you sure that was okay? Wasn't the mood kind of weird?
It's not my fault. I have to know what kind of person she is first.
that girl. What is she planning to do with Oni-chan in his room? Of course I knew that Oni-chan had a wife promised to him. Still, I can't let them do whatever they want right in front of me. The reason I was cold to my brother was because of that girl. She's the root of all evil.
So, I was thinking, Hideyuki. I don't think Chisaki-chan hates you.
I'm not asking you to make me feel better.
In fact, I feel like she hates me.
No, Chisaki-chan is just quiet and mysterious. I don't think she hates you or anything. Besides, you haven't been around her enough for her to hate you, right?
That's true, but whatever. Okay, I'm going to pretend to be Chisaki-chan, okay?
I don't think you can play her role. Yuri pretended that she was Chisaki-chan so that I could practice talking to her. It seems like Yuri tried to play the role properly, but
I like you, Oni-chan.
Chisaki doesn't talk that fake. At this moment, time went by much slower with Yuri than it did with Chisaki-chan. No matter what we did, it didn't feel like I was talking to anyone other than Yuri. Just like that, the practice that Yuri suggested came to an end. It's not the same. You don't have the, what do you call it? The classiness? The classiness that Chisaki-chan has.
What did you just say? I swear I'm going to punch you.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
I'm going to throw in a kick for my clueless Oni-chan.
You're making fun of me at this point.
All right, Oni-chan, bye.
Can you stop that act already?
I guess I wanted a little more information.
God, I wasted my precious after-school time because of you. But thanks for helping anyway. I was pressuring myself into handling it alone. So I feel a little better now.
Yeah, exactly. The most important thing is to ask other people for help. That's what I wanted to tell you all along. We're like actual siblings anyway. Just come to me if something happens.
Yeah, you're a huge help. But if we are siblings, I'm probably the older brother.
What? I'm obviously, clearly the older sister. I'm gonna punch you if you don't be careful.
You became extremely violent after today, didn't you? You better go back to your usual self by tomorrow.
Nissan.
Whoa, Chisaki-chan! I got scared because she appeared so suddenly.
From now on, don't bring girls that I don't even know into our house.
Wow, are you talking about Yuri?
I was wondering what you guys were going to do, but practicing for a play?
A play? Oh, you were listening in, Chisaki-chan.
I wasn't eavesdropping or anything. I just coincidentally heard your conversation when I was walking past your room. You're bothering my studies.
Shoot! I guess you were being a little too loud. I'm sorry, Chisaki-chan. We'll be careful not to make too much noise next time. So yeah, we ended up bothering Chisaki-chan yesterday.
What? Seriously? All we did was show off how close we were then.
Not really. We didn't really show off that we were close. We were just acting the way we normally do around each other.
That's true. Did you hear that our parents are going to have a meeting with us this weekend?
Oh, I think I remember them mentioning that. I can't believe we're going to have the meeting at a restaurant.
I wonder what delicious foods we're going to get to eat.
Come on, the meal is second in line. There might be an important discussion that we need to have.
Maybe your parents want to do something to make Chisaki fit in too.
It's like a welcoming party? But why would your family be involved then?
Oh, you're right. Then I guess it's a dinner party.
You really are carefree, aren't you? But what actually happened was a bigger deal than what we imagined. All right, then. We're gonna call off Hideyuki and Yuri-chan's marriage plans. After a discussion with both parents, they decided to call off the plans to marry me and Yuri, claiming that it didn't fit in with this generation. Honestly, they should have known this before they promised each other that.
It seems like we're done talking, so can I dig into the meal?
Aren't you at least a little bit shocked?
Nope. I knew this was just an oral agreement anyway. But I guess you're in trouble since you're not guaranteed a wife anymore.
There's no need to worry about that.
What, Chisaki-chan? What's wrong? I thought you left to use the restroom.
I was waiting for this very moment.
Why are you talking like that?
Nissan, here.
These are marriage papers?
Exactly. Now that you're not promised a wife, you're single. In that case, it's only normal that you'd end up married to me. Come on now, Nissan. Sign these papers while our family is watching.
Hold on a second. I don't even know what's going on. Besides, I thought you hated me, Chisaki-chan.
I don't hate you. The reason I was always cold to you is because you had a wife promised to you already. No matter how much I loved you, I couldn't get married to you if you were already promised to someone. If we weren't going to end up together, I didn't want anything that would end up breaking my heart.
Chisaki-chan, that was the reason?
Basically, it's all her fault.
What? Me?
It's because you were leading my Nissan on, even in his room a few days ago.
Hold on, Chisaki-chan, you're scaring me.
Anyway, Nissan, there's no one standing in our way anymore. Let's get married.
Isn't this happening too quickly?
Why do you think we're living under the same roof? To get married, obviously.
No, it's because our parents got married.
Stop with the blabbering and sign.
I'm being blinded by the marriage papers and can't see anything.
Hideyuki, if you're going to play around, can I eat your portion too?
In the end, the event held to call off her marriage ended up in complete chaos because of Chisaki-chan's outburst. Even after we got home, Chisaki-chan's energy didn't stop, and it was a hassle trying to calm her down.
Nissan?
Chisaki-chan? What are you doing here so late? Shoot, I'm being extremely cautious of her because of what happened earlier. Chisaki-chan, what are you doing?
I'm just borrowing your bed, Nissan. If you're not going to marry me, I at least wanted to get a hold of your scent.
There's no point in smelling my bed. I was able to get her off my bed somehow, but...
You're pushing me away, Nissan. Does this mean you actually like that girl? You're gonna treasure some random girl rather than your family?
It's not that. I'm just a little overwhelmed because you suddenly said that you love me.
Then take this chance to get used to it. I've already told you that I love you. The ball is in your court now. You don't need to be so cautious.
I mean, I am happy that she likes me, but this isn't exactly what I had in mind when I said I wanted to be close to her. So that happened, and I have a huge problem on my shoulders now.
I see. I guess you have no choice but to give up and marry her.
Yo, I'm trying to ask you for real advice.
Oh no, I'm being serious too. Chisaki-chan is a beautiful girl, apparently really smart and likes you. Do you have any reason to say no to her?
We're siblings.
Step-siblings. Now that her marriage is called off, you'll probably never get another chance to date a beauty like that again.
Does that imply that you're a beauty? It's true that I can't imagine a future where a girl as beautiful as Chisaki-chan would ask me to date her in the future.
Right? Stop making excuses that she's your family and actually take a good look at Chisaki-chan for once. Look at her as a girl.
Yuri was acting like a good and experienced woman, which was a little annoying, but she did have a point. I had only looked at Chisaki-chan as a family member. It was because I felt empathy and hesitation for Chisaki-chan, who suddenly had to become siblings with a guy she didn't even know. In that case, I have to look at Chisaki-chan differently from now on. Still, family is family. I don't think it's right to look at her romantically so suddenly. But maybe I can try to change the way I think of her at least a little bit. Maybe this will help me realize what I truly want.
Nissan!
Oh, Chisaki-chan! Are you on your way home?
I am. Perfect timing. Let's walk home together.
Chisaki-san has been so friendly recently, which is really nice. You don't have the marriage papers on you today, do you? You really surprised me that time.
Huh? Of course, I walk around with it. I want to be able to pull it out whenever you feel like you want to get married. Here, what do you think?
You actually do. You're very prepared.
I don't want to miss out on an opportunity no matter how small. Do you want to sign it now? I even have pens prepared.
Chisaki-chan, do you actually like me that much?
Of course I do. Why are you suddenly muttering that with such a sweet voice?
I wasn't using a sweet voice or muttering. I was just wondering why you have feelings for someone like me.
Because I've never met a guy like you, Nissan.
Chisaki-chan opened up and told me everything. Until her mother got remarried to my father, she grew up with a single mother. Her biological father had apparently given her a hard time even during the divorce.
I thought all boys were like my father. But you're different, Nissan. From the moment we met, you were so kind and considerate towards me.
I didn't know Chisaki-chan had that kind of past. My stepmother was a gentle and calm person too, so I never imagined that she had gone through a hard past. But if Chisaki-chan, who had a difficult past, still claims to love and trust me, I can't help but feel like I have to do something for her. Saki-chan, you're like family to me, so I can't sign your marriage papers.
Nissan.
But I don't think that the way I think of you will ever change. So if we try to be a couple before we got married, I think something might change.
Nissan! I'm totally okay with that. Let's begin our life as a couple.
It makes me blush for you to say that so outright.
All right then, Nissan. Let's do this.
Oh, she wants to hold my hand. I mean, that'll be fine. I put out my hand for Chisaki-chan to hold, but when she grabbed a hold of my hand, she pulled me in close. Chisaki-chan had stolen my first kiss before I knew it.
What's the matter, Nissan?
I thought you wanted to hold my hand.
We're a couple, right? Kissing is totally normal.
No, there are steps that people should take for things like this.
You're so uptight, Nissan. All right then, I'll do as you wish. Let's hold hands on our way home.
You're not gonna kiss me suddenly.
Who knows? It's cute that you end up doing whatever I want to, though. By the way, this was your first kiss, right, Nissan? You never kissed that girl, have you?
No, I haven't. Wait, I wonder if we did.
That girl, I swear. She's trying to beat me in everything.
You should call her by her name by now. Besides, you're my girlfriend now, Chisaki-chan. You have no reason to fight with Yuri, right?
You're right. You're mine and mine only.
I feel like Chisaki-chan has me wrapped around her finger. As I'd expected, I ended up being at the beck and call of Chisaki-chan. And a few years later, all right, here it is. We wrote both her names on the marriage papers.
It took us forever since you were taking your sweet time, Nissan.
Even if we were step-siblings, it was still a hassle for us to be together. Despite that, I was finally able to get married to Chisaki-chan. I'll treasure you as my wife from now on, Chisaki-chan.
Nissan, I'll love you even after you become my husband. No, now that you have become my husband, I love you so, so, so much more.
I had a feeling that I could get through anything and everything if I had Chisaki-chan, who loved me that much, by my side.
Thank you for watching. How was today's video? Please check out our other videos as well.